SUVs have been the flavor for almost a decade now, and after brands like Rolls-Royce and Lamborghini, we were not surprised with Aston Martin coming up with the DBX. But what did surprise us was that it came in India really early. So now that we have the car with us finally, let's give you a first impression and take it outside. So the DBX is Aston Martin's first model that stands a bit high from the ground. But this is a crossover, not essentially an SUV. Having said that, it gets everything that an SUV will get. Now before coming to all that part, let me first talk about its looks because it looks downright gorgeous. So when we first saw the DBX in pictures, we actually didn't get an idea how big the car is. But just come and see it in flesh and you will come to know of its proportions. Then there are elements like these LED headlights and that wide DB grille which give it that butch look, and the muscular lines on the bonnet and these character lines along the side, they give it a really sporty appeal. Now as you will walk along the sides, the first thing that you will notice are these 22-inch alloy wheels. These are ribbon pattern and they look really cool and sexy. Then these are short in Pirelli tires, and the silhouette itself, it looks really urban. The tapering roofline here and the elements like these chrome finish on the roofline and the silver elements here and the piano black finish on the ORVM. The color is solar bronze, and what it does, it changes shade in the daylight. So Aston Martin, they have added some really interesting bits in this car, in the design elements, like these handshake handles. So what they say that when you are actually entering the car, you are shaking hands with this one. And then the running board here, this is integrated with the body panel. So in case the car is dirty and you are entering it, you won't end up dirtying your trousers. And obviously, I really love these frameless windows. Then the door itself, they open 12 degrees upwards. Now the DBX has got aesthetics really on point, starting with the spoiler and how the roofline is tapering at the end. Then that is complemented with these LED tail lights here, and these have conjoined kind of an appeal because of these brake light stripes, and obviously the Aston Martin logo you get. Move down, you at both end there are chrome exhaust tips and they really sound good. You get all that V8 roar here. And the piano black finish here, they also have a functionality. Basically they don't let it heat up really that fast. Then the amount of ground clearance, as you can see, are actually enough to tackle our Indian roads. And remember, this is a crossover, not an SUV, not meant to tackle really treacherous terrains, but basically take you anywhere on the tarmac, on the road, no matter how broken the surface is. So it's actually when you step inside, you really feel how premium and classy this cabin is, and everything here is highly customizable. Everything from this headliner, which is now finished in Alcantara in this one, and the Napa leather seat, everything you can choose from different trims. This particular one, by the way, is finished in indigo and beige dual tone options. Then you get a 10.25-inch screen here, which is not a touch screen but offers Apple CarPlay. However, it lacks connected car features, which in our opinion is a big miss. Then the 12.3-inch screen is right in front of the driver, is really crisp. The graphics are super sharp. And then you get the steering wheel, which is adjustable both for reach and rake. And obviously you have got all controls, all buttons here, which for your telephony, for your Bluetooth, for cruise control, everything. Then the central console itself, you have got all buttons here, so that just to go whenever you want to do things in a single click. And then the piano black treatment, which you can now see on this particular car, can again be customized with wood inlays. Then you have also got a 14 speaker, that is 13 speaker and one subwoofer system in this car, which is again customized, built by Aston Martin itself to offer an acoustic sound appeal. So under the hood of the DBX is a 4-litre petrol V8 motor. Now this churns out 535 brake horsepower and 700 Newton meters of peak torque. Now how that translates into performance is that it takes 4.5 seconds to clock triple-digit speeds, and it can clock then a top speed of 291 kilometers per hour. Now this engine is mated to a 9-speed automatic torque converter gearbox. So now talking about the mechanicals. Now this is underpinned by a new platform specially designed for DBX, and at all 4 corners you get air springs. Now that is coupled with active dampers, and you get a special force system. Now basically that's the anti-roll system, and that applies around 1400 Newton meters of pressure on each wheel to control the stability, to maintain its dynamics. Now coming to the off-road bits. It has got a transfer case. Basically it's an all-wheel drive system, so essentially it's a rear-wheel drive car, but just in case it needs more traction, it supplies more power to front wheels. That is a possibility. Then you have got e-diff lock, electric diff lock at the rear, and a central diff lock in this one. Then the ride height is also adjustable, so it can be lowered by 50mm and can be again raised by 45mm depending on the tarmac, depending on the terrain. And that also helps in the ingress and egress. So basically you can again lower the car to get in the car. Very convenient access. It's quite a big boot there, 632 liters to be precise, can gobble actually a lot. Now finally to the big part, the price. This will cost you around 3.82 crore ex showroom in Delhi, and obviously this comes as a CBU, completely imported.